Welcome to Sport, everyone. Michael Clarke has rejected any talk Australia will take its foot off the pedal, despite already having claimed the Ashes. If anything, he says it's furthered the players' drive to reclaim the #1 Test ranking. Rob Waters reports.
Caty, a blow for WA cricket.
Yes, Kiara, another serious injury for Shaun Marsh, with the Aussie opener to go under the knife next week. But national selectors have their eye on the World Cup. And back to the grindstone for Dean Cox as the Eagles prepare to get a boost to their backline just in time to take on a high-flying Tiger. And could this be the next LeBron James? Well, technically he already is. LeBron Jr. gets coaching from the King himself courtside in Miami. Kiara, that's all coming up in sport.
Thanks, Caty.
Good evening. Sally Pearson has responded from a controversial and difficult 48 hours in emphatic fashion, producing a blistering heat performance ahead of tomorrow's 100-metre hurdles final in Glasgow. Scott McKinnon is trackside with the latest.
The Dockers lock away Ross Lyon.
Yes, Kara, they've extended his contract for another 2 years, meaning he'll be at the club until 2017. His reasons for staying and plans for the next 4 years coming up. But in the short term, he could be searching for a small forward, with Michael Walters on report after last night's Derby loss. And out of Africa, a beaming Mitchell Johnson arrives home for a well-deserved rest as his Aussie teammates turn their attention to the shortest form. Kara, that's all coming up later in sport. West Coast have declared Luke Shuey a certain starter ahead of tomorrow's tussle with Adelaide, despite appearing to still be struggling with his ankle at training this morning. Shuey made an appearance on the track in Adelaide, but spent a lot of the time with the physio after damaging ligaments last week against Richmond. But the rest of the team looked well rested after the bye.
I think Adelaide come for a 6-day break, so we're hoping that our 8-day break gives us a bit of advantage. The reality for us, it's about week to week and winning.
Dean Cox travelled in his role as ruck coach and took part in the session, the Crows clearing Patrick Dangerfield and Scott Thompson to play. The Perth Scorchers are targeting former South African captain Graham Smith for the upcoming Big Bash season, as coach Justin Langer unveiled batsman Michael Klinger as the WA team's newest face. He is keen to find a suitable replacement for Simon Kadich. Smith fits the bill as a great leader, but is retired from international cricket and recovering from a knee injury.
He'd be an attractive package, there's no doubt about that.
The Scorchers still have room for 2 international stars, while they plan for Shaun Marsh to be fit for the BBL season after his latest elbow surgery. The England Test team has had its first win in 12 months.
Yes, that's it. 6 wickets for Moeen Ali.
Dubbed the beard that is feared, Ali ripped India apart on the final day, helping England win the 3rd Test by 266 runs. The series now locked at 1-1 heading into the 4th Test at Old Trafford. We're back in Glasgow for the play of the day, and after winning bronze yesterday, Aussie diver Grant Nell came crashing back to earth.
Oof, and suddenly he completely and utterly lost it out of nowhere.
He scored zeros across the board for that effort, so forget the belly flop. Nell just invented the Nelly flop. He managed to keep his sense of humour though, and for that he splashes his way into play of the day. Buddy Franklin is a late withdrawal tonight against the Bombers with general soreness. And don't forget, of course, Sally Pearson tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Perth time in the final, going for gold. And Narelda, also look out for WA girl Shannon McCann. In the same final, she's got crazy hair, piercings, the whole lot.
Oh, awesome.
We'll tell you exactly how the match review panel saw it after the break, and hear from Dockers coach Ross Lyon. Plus, what a difference 2 years makes. James Magnussen headlines an Aussie trifecta in a Glasgow gold rush. And KP's coming. Can the King of the Ashes win over Aussie fans and go from villain to hero? Coach Justin Langer joins us now. And JL, when do you expect him to be available?
One, it's very disappointing news, Katie. We're in regular contact with him. Hopefully we'll have more news and information in the next few days.
Well, WA does have a remarkable record at the Gabba, unbeaten in the Shield for a decade. It is a different format, but you must go in with plenty of confidence. Richmond is playing down the significance of a calf injury to captain Trent Cotchin, who failed to return after half-time in this afternoon's win over Essendon. The Bombers winless this pre-season. Rob Waters reports.
The Tigers played at Punt Road for the first time in 50 years. Rob Waters, 10 Eyewitness News.
Adam Scott is a step closer to becoming golf's world #1 player after a strong start at the Cadillac Championship in Florida. Midway through his opening round, Scott is just one shot off the lead. Tiger Woods again struggling at 2 over, while Queensland's Jason Day withdrew before play with a thumb injury. Good evening. A 4-goal haul from Dane Swan has inspired Collingwood to a come-from-behind win over Essendon in the Anzac Day blockbuster. They were down by 37 points midway through the second term. Swan named the Anzac Day medalist in front of more than 91,000 fans. Tonight, the Fremantle Dockers get their chance to honour the Anzacs in the annual Len Hall tribute match at Patterson Stadium. Lockie Reid joins us now, and Lock, it's always a significant game on the calendar, but particularly tonight in the context of their season.
Yeah, absolutely, Katie. Joining us, Tommy Sheridan will start as the sub for the Fremantle Dockers and Brad McKenzie for the Kangaroos. Katie, it's back to you.
Thanks, Lockie, and thanks also to Michael Barlow, and good luck with the modelling career. No time to panic just yet, according to West Coast midfielder Scott Selwood. Perth's Daniel Ricciardo is once again the toast of the Formula One world after his second Grand Prix victory in Hungary. And he earned it, guiding his Red Bull to victory in treacherous conditions. Brad McEwen has the highlights.
When you win a Grand Prix, you can say what you want. Brad McEwen, 10 Eyewitness News.
It was another golden night for Australia at the Commonwealth Games. The missile, James Magnussen, one of the 8 gold medalists on day 4. Scott McKinnon is in Glasgow.
Yeah, what an absolutely terrific day for Australia right here today. It should be a cracker.
Thanks, Scotty. And don't forget, daily coverage starts at 4 p.m. over on One Live into Perth with Sally Pearson and the shaken Jamaican Usain Bolt headlining Day 5 action at the track. It's official, one of the country's greatest sporting enemies is heading down under. Kevin Peterson has been recruited for the upcoming Big Bash season, but as Mark Howard reports, there's still plenty of reason for West Aussies to give it to our Ashes villain.
He's bold, he's brilliant. Mark Howard, 10 Eyewitness News.
After 21 stages and 3,664 kilometres, it was time to celebrate the winner of the Tour de France.
It looks as if he's actually consumed it and he's enjoyed it.
The Italian remained steady on his bike to lead the peloton into Paris, where he was honoured beneath the Arc de Triomphe. To go with his champagne and yellow jersey, Vincenzo Nibali can have our play of the day. Just finally, a bit of news out of the Eagles. Sharad Wellingham, it looks like his season is over. He's out 4 to 6 weeks with a knee injury. And Narelda, it is all about the girls in Glasgow tonight. Sally Pearson on the track and Kate and Bronte Campbell in the pool. Just a bit of an update from the Dockers. They have added Lee Spur to their leadership group. It is a 6-man leadership group after just 2 years on the list. So congratulations to him. And Narelda, it's Renegades and Strikers on 10 tonight after the news.
Good action there. Thanks very much, Katie. Claire's back with the forecast next.
The next.